So you just picked up your copy of Pokemon Legends Arceus, but before you get started on your journey over there, I got 5 quick tips to help you out. And definitely, I wish I'd known these when I got started. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Terrible Tavi, back again, and hopefully here to help you out on your journey as you make your way through the Hisuian region and probably experience one of the best games that Pokemon has ever put out. Let's get into it. So number 1, since I'm a big shiny hunter myself, I just want to let everybody know up front, the starters that you get at the very beginning of the game are shiny locked. I know, unfortunate, because I did a little bit of timing work myself and I figured out the shiny Pokemon at the beginning of Legends Arceus might actually be a little bit faster to reset for rather than, you know, BDSP. But there is good news. In the post game, you do have the opportunity to catch literally every starter that is available in this game in particular. So you might not be able to start off your journey with the shiny Pokemon, but you never know. You could get lucky early game. You start working your way through the fields and all of a sudden find a shiny Pokemon. You never know. You never know. But don't spend your time over at the Grief Case gang because you're not going to find a shiny Pokemon there. Number 2, the settings. Now, your preferences may differ from mine a little bit here, but I'm going to show you my settings right here. And I found these to be optimal for my playstyle. I'm going to go ahead and give you my template over here to give you something to start working off of and maybe kind of build from there. But I wanted to go ahead and show you my settings so that way you had something to work off of here. So when you go into the settings, you're going to want to scroll all the way over to the right. That will bring you to your settings tab. I went ahead and turned off the autosave because who wants to play with autosave? Just imagine finding a shiny Pokemon, accidentally knocking it out, and then, you know, your game saves. And then the next thing that I did is actually turned on motion controls. I really love myself some motion controls over here. If you ever played Breath of the Wild, motion controls really came in handy whenever you're doing those quick time shots and everything. Like pow, 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 pow. Or maybe I was the only one over here. But neither here nor there. I like motion controls. I think you should turn them on or at least give them a go. I set mine up to number 2 right there. You might like number 1. You might like number 3. But, you know, tweak these settings. They are turned off at the beginning, but give them a go because when you turn on motion controls, it helps you aim at Pokemon that you're trying to capture in the overworld. And another quick tip that I found is when you go actually into your controller settings, the controller settings are pretty locked in. But one caveat to that is if you actually have a official Nintendo licensed controller, not any of those third-party controllers, but like, you know, a Pro Controller, Joy-Cons, you can actually go into your system settings and you can actually manipulate those settings to remap the buttons to your liking. I like the standard layout as is, but you want to note that R3 actually doesn't have any sort of functionality in the base game whatsoever. So if you wanted to double up on a button command, find something that maps a little bit easier to you, utilizing that R3 button, it's there and available. Come to think of it, I actually might use the R3 button to toggle my Pokemon. I'll figure it out when I go. Number 3. So when you are in the overworld, you can actually use multiple Pokemon to help you gather up items as you're exploring the world. You don't have to actually wait for one Pokemon to be sent out and then have to come back to you to give you resources, which is actually a really neat feature, by the way. But what you can do is you can actually send out multiple Pokemon at once. So you can have, like, you know, your Quilava sent out over there. You can have your Staravia sent out over there, your Luxio gathering up some more apricorns behind you. So you can just pew, 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 send out all the Pokemon in all quarters of the universe and continue on your merry journey as you're gathering stuff up. You don't actually have to stop or anything. It's really nice. Number 4. Now, this one's a big one. And by the way, if you made it this far in the video, definitely make sure you hit that like button. It does a lot to help me out in the algorithm. It's always free to do. And if you made it this far, hopefully I did help you out in some way, shape, or form. Number 4. Save before you encounter a Pokemon you really want. Because if you save the game before you run into that Pokemon and you somehow end up just completely it up, what you can do is actually go back to your home menu, close out the game, reopen it back up, and the Pokemon will be right there again. This will come in really handy for anybody who's hunting down, you know, those particularly alter-colored Pokemon out there and doesn't want to accidentally pull a Koopsie Whoopsie.
No, I don't. Oh, no.
And number 5, you're actually going to want to have your internet turned on while you're playing the game. And the reason that you want to have the internet turned on while you're playing the game is because you can pick up these things called satchels. And pretty much what satchels are is it's a nice little feature that was implemented in the game. So if there is a person that ended up getting knocked out by, let's say, an alpha Pokemon somewhere in the world, you can actually be the savior of that satchel, pick it up, and gather yourself some NP and items that were found in that satchel. And what's so important about NP, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you asked such a good question over there. NP is actually the currency that you're going to use for the person that's at this little kiosk thingy that's in town. What are these things? I don't know. Words. But yes, you're going to talk to this NPC that's over at this kiosk over here, and they will end up trading you certain items for these NP. And the items that they are selling are actually really nice quality of life items, like evolution items over there. You can get link cables over there. And since this is supposed to be a single player experience, they got rid of everything that you need from, like, you know, a standard Pokemon game, like needing to trade, battling other people. You're in this game solo. So they introduced items to this game to help you evolve those Pokemon that would otherwise need a trade evolution, a touch evolution, whatever it might have been. And now you can just pick these up with NP. So definitely make sure you have your internet turned on so you can see these satchels in your map. And they're actually really not too hard to find. You can actually see them on the map. You can go there, and you're going to be going all over the place anyway. Like, everybody wants to complete all those side quests. You're going to come across a satchel or two. So make sure you have your internet turned on so you can see those satchels, pick up those satchels, and gather all them juicy items at the end to help you along in your journey. But also, I do want to add quickly over here that you don't necessarily need these items for Pokemon. You can actually find a lot of these Pokemon in the overworld already, but, you know, maybe you're sentimental towards one Pokemon already and you want to evolve it all the way. That's why I'm telling you this information. So those are my 5 tips right there. If you have any other tips, definitely make sure you leave them down in the comment section down below to help out another fellow trainer out there. And I certainly hope you did find this video useful. If you did, definitely make sure you hit that sub button and let me know what kind of tutorial videos you would like to see in the future. I'm more than happy to help out any way that I can. Either way, stay happy, healthy, and hydrated. I hope to catch you in another one. Peace.